Welcome back. This is the second part of Success Without College. Imagine that. Success without college. Okay, maybe I've got your attention, hopefully, because you're back listening to some more. So, this is what I've got for you. Success without college. You cannot be a success in this society without knowing people. You have to not just know people, you have to understand what makes people tick. You have to be a part of the paradigm. You need to educate yourself on human behavior. And this can be a fun project for you. You can do this by reading autobiographies. Start by looking at things written about and by successful people. What was the common core of everybody that you read, everybody that you've heard about that is successful? They had a way of working with other people. They had a way to motivate people. They had a way to get people to perform at their peak. They had a way of getting people to do what they wanted, and they did it in a way that worked. Otherwise, they wouldn't be successful. One of my favorites is Dale Carnegie. We're going to start with Dale Carnegie because his books, and this is old stuff, younger people, but there's good material in old stuff. Get yourself a copy of How to Win Friends and Influence People. I don't care if you go to a used bookstore, you can find them cheap. Go to the Salvation Army in the book section, find yourself a copy, get on Amazon, download one to your Kindle or your phone, get one on audio, listen to it on your way to work. Dale Carnegie knew people. Dale Carnegie was successful, and he's been teaching people how to be successful ever since. A nice thing to learn. One of my other favorites, Genghis Khan. For all you gamers out there, you need to take a look at Genghis Khan. Read some material, biographical material on Genghis Khan. Here's something that you might find of interest. Let me get it here. 1 in 200 of all men living today have his genetic material inside their DNA. Think about that. 1 in 200 of all men living today. So here was one man that literally changed the world. And people may think he was brutal. In many aspects he was. I'll let you be the judge. He lived in different times than we did. But one thing he was a master of getting people to follow him. And there are a couple of cores. I'll break this down for you. I do want you to, this is part of your homework assignment number 1. You need to start reading about successful people, people who have changed the world. And Genghis Khan is one of those. And for the gamers especially, I want you to look at this. A couple of the key things that this man was able to do is he found talent wherever he could, and he used it. And you have talent. So there are lots of your friends that have talent. Figure out how you can use that to your advantage to benefit other people. Second thing he always did was he rewarded loyalty. And here's a little tip for some of you people who already may be in business or watching this wondering who's influencing your child to not go to college. Little hint of advice. Never push a loyal person to the point where they no longer give a damn. Okay? You've got to motivate people. You don't push people. You motivate people. And when you have loyal people, you reward that loyalty. You don't take advantage of that loyalty. Okay? That's number 1, find talent where you can and use it. Number 2, reward loyalty. Okay? Number 3, always adapt and be open to new ways of ruling, new ways of learning, new ways of doing things. You've got to be open-minded with everything that you have. You've got to be focused on being a sponge, always learning, constantly learning. And number 4, and this one you need to get your heads around right away, maybe it should even be in the number 1 spot, self-control. Okay? Emotion is your enemy. Emotions are fine, they're part of what we have, but you have to be the ruler of your emotion. You cannot let your emotions rule you. Self-control. Okay? Emotion is your enemy. Get that dialed in. Okay? So that's just a quick overview. You need to get, it's what they call PMA materials, books, positive mental attitude. You're too young to have a bad attitude, okay? There's a lot going on in the world. You can change the world. There's a lot going on in our country. You can be a part of a solution. You can change the course of history. Those of you who don't go to college, you heard me, you can change the course of history. You can do things right. You can do things to the benefit of our society, of our government, and of our world. You can do it, and you can do it without college. In fact, I'm hoping a lot of you do despite college, because it doesn't seem to be working real well. We've got a 200-plus year track record. We were doing well for a while. We've had some ups and downs. I think we're on a collision course with a dynastic cycle of destruction, self-destruction in our case. I'm counting on you young people to step up. Those of you, the C's, the D's, the people who have never had an interest in academics and athletics and being a jock or part of an in-clique with other skills. It's okay. You're okay. And this is something that we can embark on together. We can start making a difference now in society, in your families, in your personal relationships. It's time to get started. Next go around, we're going to start listing off how to get you on the warpath. Okay? We're going to put you on a warpath. We're going to give you the tools you need. We're going to get you started, and it's going to be a fun ride. Hang on. Success without college.